What's up, guys? Steve here with SoloLifts. Today we're going to do leg day at the gym. We're checking out some squats, which is always important for form. Maybe do some leg presses, extensions, and some weighted lunges. Alright
guys, so I'm just warming up on the squat rack right here. So I put the bar set a little bit low. Some people like to do a high bar squat. I like to do more of the powerlifting style low bar, low back squats. So make sure that it's not sitting too high on your traps. You want it right on the mid bar. And when you're setting up for this, you don't want to take a lot of steps when you're unracking the weight. So when you step in, if you're staggering back with a dozen smaller steps, your risk of injury is much higher. And you're probably going to, you're not going to do any favors for your neck back and for your lower back. So instead, get yourself in a nice squared up position. I like to step right into the bar a little bit. We can get a shot of that. Down low. I like to step under the bar a little bit and then unrack it, take 2 big steps back, and then sit right down. But watch the knees. When the knees come down, you don't want the knees to drive too far forward, so the knees are going to flare out a little bit. I'm going to sit right back down. But the argument with squats is how far below parallel do you need to go? You don't necessarily need to go what they call ass-to-ground. You don't need to go all the way down, but you should go below parallel. Below parallel meaning your the bottom of your thigh, right, needs to be parallel to the floor or lower. Now, if you hold too close to that parallel position, or if you're doing a half squat where you're above parallel position, it's actually going to increase a lot of the strain on your knees, especially. So you want to, come up and down in a nice fluid motion, and don't set the weight too heavy. Start with a nice light weight, just so you can get your form going. You're going to drive through the back of your foot. You're going to drive through your heel, not through the front of your foot. So make sure that you're not leaning forward. You can hurt yourself that way. You can keep your lower back really nice and tight for the whole movement. Chin up, lower back tight. Your knees aren't going to drive too far forward. You're going to sit right back down, right? Like there's a hole in the ground toilet that you're going to be using. Don't set your weight too heavy, work up to it. So I'm going to demonstrate this is only 60 kilos, so it's a nice easy weight, nice warm up weight. So I get my lovely camera person here. So as you're doing this, you want to make sure that your hands are symmetrical distance away from the center of the bar approximately. I'm going to step in, I'm going to bring my feet down underneath the bar where I want to rack it off. Right? I don't want to step back here and then lean in. Some people like to unrack the bar with a split stand. I don't recommend doing that. Step right underneath the bar. Put the bar nice and low on my back. I'm going to tighten up my core, tighten up my lower back, unrack the bar, take 2 big steps back. Notice that my feet at the bottom are slightly pointed out, right about shoulder width. Alright? Then I'm going to squat right down. And right back up. Down. And up. Keep my head forward. Squatting down. And up. Back to the bar. Now I got the catch bars engaged right here, right where I want to be at the bottom of my movement. As I get heavier and heavier, this is going to be a safety catch. I don't really want to be dropping down too much further than that. So in case the weight gets too much heavy, this will save my ass, just in case I can't handle the weight on the way back up. The safety bar will catch it, make sure that I don't drop and hurt myself or somebody else. Right, so as I'm increasing the weight here, especially as I'm getting real heavy, I'm not going to drop down quite as far. Again, I got the safety catch bars to remind me where I'm below parallel. I got lower back issues. A lot of people with lower back issues don't want to squat. They're afraid to squat. I think as long as you do it with a nice tight core, nice tight lower back, do it in a nice controlled way, you can actually help your lower back issues, build up the muscle around the area, and tighten everything around there. It's really helped my lower back as well. But certainly under a very heavy weight,
you want to be extra careful. All right. Normally, you want to get up to about 120 kilos. Want to get up to about this weight. Don't think about maybe putting the belt on, but I'm still in my warm-up sets, so I'm still ramping up towards where I'm going to be doing my working sets. I'm going to be doing my working sets at about 140, and then I'll start coming down from there. Finished 8 sets of squats. What I did was a pyramid the weight up. So I started with 60 kilos by 5 reps, went up to 100 or 20, and worked through several sets at 140. And then when I felt the muscle fatigue setting in, I started to drop the weight down 130, 120, and so on until I reached back down to 100. As you can tell, I'm only on my first exercise of the day. I'm already sweating. If you're not sweating at the gym, you're probably doing something wrong. So make sure that you're going to where your body is feeling a safe amount of exertion, close to muscle failure. Obviously, you don't want to be feeling any joint pain. If you're feeling a lot of joint pain when you're squatting, you've probably done something wrong. So you should be, feeling the burn in your leg muscles, especially in your glutes and your quads, depending on where your body position is, what's the dominant muscle. So right now we're going to move over to leg. Alright guys, I'm going to work over to the leg press. This is the 45-degree leg sled. Since I've already done the squats, I'm going to count that as my warm-up. I'm going to go straight to my working sets on leg press. This is about as much weight as the machine will take with the foot plate, and the weight's balanced up on the top here. We're looking at about 390 kilos. If I want to get heavier, I'm just going to have somebody stand up on the bar here, but for today maybe I'll just work through some sets at 390. Alright, gym's closing, so I'm going to finish up with some leg extensions here, just pound out on the quads. Machine goes up to 75. I'm going to do about 4 sets. 75 times 1, 15, 20 reps. Definitely feeling the squats and leg presses in the quads now.